Professor David Sobel, the longest-serving member of the faculty. Now please welcome President Stephen Jones, Vice President Melinda Treadwell, trustees, special guests, and members of the Platform Party for the Antioch University, New England
Please be seated. Most important thing of the day. Good morning. Oh, thank you. Welcome to everyone gathered here today for this wonderful occasion. Distinguished and honored guests, trustees, members of our wonderful Antioch University New England community, I offer my welcome to our faculty, staff, students, alumni, and of course, our 2016 graduates. And I wish to thank all of the families and friends who have supported our graduates through their entire journey and are here with us today to celebrate. Graduates, we all gather here today to bear witness to your outstanding success and to celebrate this incredible achievement that each of you have reached. The processional was played this morning by the Monadnock Brass Ensemble, Rick Anderson and Sean Anderson on trumpets, Seth Moore on French horn, Victoria Moore on trombone, and Susan LeMay on tuba. Please join me in acknowledging and thanking them. I am Melinda Treadwell, and I am privileged to serve this campus as Vice President for Academic Affairs, and it is my honor to serve as your Master of Ceremonies today. I'm joined on this stage by distinguished colleagues and guests who join me in celebrating all of you today. All will have a role in today's program. It is now my pleasure to introduce the President of Antioch University, New England, to offer his welcome, Dr. Stephen Jones.
Thank you, Dr. Treadwell. I offer my welcome to our graduates especially, to their friends, families, special guests, our faculty, staff, our board of trustees, members who are here. This is my third commencement at Antioch University, New England. It's an incredibly wonderful time of celebration and of reflection. To our graduates, you came here to learn, to more deeply know yourself, to transform your future, to find a new path, to follow your head and to follow your heart, to seek your calling, whatever that may be, and in the words of our founding president, to win victories for humanity. Henry Wadsworth Longfellow said, "The purpose of that tree is to add a little new wood each year." So it is with you, so it should be with all of us. Commencement's a big day in the life of an institution. It's a special day not just for you, but for all of us who've had some role to play in this journey for you. For the graduates, I think about the words of Bernard Malamud, author of The Natural, who said, through his lead character in the movie, it was Robert Redford, "We have two lives to live, the one we learn with and the life we live after that one." For some of you, I would think for most of you, today begins that second life. For all of you, this stands as a relaunch of sorts. And my hope is that you enter this second life, this new phase, charged, absolutely charged with enthusiasm, enabled by the knowledge and wisdom you've gained and accomplished through this process, and fueled by absolute deep-seated purpose, and sparked by a desire, a deep passion to make this world we live in a better place, and to add a little new wood each year.
His enthusiasm and his ability to build wherever he is knows no bounds. So on behalf of AUNE's trustees and our Council on Academic Innovation, it's my great pleasure to present Apollinaire Williams with this year's Tony Murdoch Student Innovation.
So if our efforts at change will rarely follow our planning and might often feel unsuccessful, how shall we find the resilience to keep the fight? How will we be willing to take the big risks needed to create change? I'm thinking that we need to do something different than just being okay with failure. My offering is that we change the way we think about success and failure. Currently, we might consider the outcome of a single initiative relative to its intended outcome as an indication of success or failure. This has value, but I would say it's also insufficient and misleading in the context of the kind of change we're working for. I propose that we would be better off thinking along the lines of the movement of tectonic plates. Slow, incremental movements over sometimes great periods of time, building of pressure and grinding away. And then in an instant, you have an earthquake. Now, it would be foolish to label the intervening building of pressure a failure, and it would be equally foolish to highlight the earthquake and say that that singular event was a success. It is this intervening time in which ostensibly so little happens that we could easily consider our efforts as failing. Certain initiatives may be defeated, projects may fall short of their goals, funding may dry up, collaborations may collapse. But during this time, awareness builds, small victories are achieved, networks grow, strategies get tested and refined, alliances are created, momentum and pressure builds, and as a result, you get an earthquake. The earthquake may be dramatic, but it simply would not exist without the prolonged effort and adaptability and resilience through that long time when outwardly so little progress was being made, and so-called failures were evident. Following this thinking, I am convinced that in terms of fostering positive social and environmental change, success lies less in the outcome of any one project than it does in our reactions to those outcomes. And that the most important attributes we can bring to our effort are resilience, passion, and unending creativity. With this in mind, I hope you go forward with clear eyes of the challenges we face, but courageous in your willingness to take them on. I know what you are capable of, and I am counting on you. To be clear, I don't mean to suggest that we all must work at the highest level to create change on a grand scale. Work in your niche, but know that you are contributing to the building pressure and that your contribution makes all the difference. For if we are not going to work to create the world we wish to see, I don't know where else we could direct our hope. In this, I wish you all the best, and to close on an additional metaphor. If we picture ripples emanating from multiple points in a pond, how they expand and then intersect, I'm excited for the day when our collective efforts will meet each other once again to create tangible and positive change for the environment and humanity. Thank you.
It is my distinct honor to introduce our commencement speaker, Kendall Lane, the mayor of the city of Keene. Mayor Lane's full biographical sketch is on the program, so I won't take time from our celebration today to repeat that. Instead, let me say a few personal things about our mayor. Kendall is a kind and gentle leader. He is a man committed to ensuring that our city and our region flourishes. He leads by listening deeply, by bringing his colleagues and the broader community together to identify the challenges that we face and to consider the solutions necessary to find the means to make that action happen. Perhaps I can think of Kendall as a breathing earthquake. Our city is a leader in climate adaptation and planning. Our community is committed to the health and wellness of all who live and visit us. And we collectively believe in the power of shared wisdom and shared solution finding. It is much of how Antioch University New England lives. It is how all of you serve and how all of us seek to serve. Our mayor has led to make actions happen, to make change occur, not only through his vision, but by his example. A true servant leader and a great man, I welcome to the lectern Mayor Kendall Lake.
Always remember it. The memories that you have made will be with you for a lifetime. It's been a long time since I graduated from college, back in the 1960s, or as my kids would remind me, in the last century. I graduated at a time of student unrest. We were unhappy with the direction the world was taking. The country was involved in a long war in Vietnam. We wanted out. The political process was not responsive to us. It was controlled by an older generation. Colleges were not responding to us. We were concerned about civil rights, women's rights, and the environment. We wanted to see change. We were cynical about the nation's establishment and distrustful of those in power. Does any of this sound familiar? Our answer was to go into public service. My law school graduating class was 50% larger than the current graduating class at BU Law School. Many of us were in law school not because we were excited to be lawyers, but because we saw that as a path to make change. Some of those in my class made public service a career. Judd Gregg was in my class. He was a former governor of New Hampshire and served as a 4-term U.S. Senator. Gary Locke was also in my class. He was governor of Washington State, U.S. Ambassador to China, and Secretary of Commerce. But most of us didn't make a career out of public service. Instead, we became lawyers and business people. Not quite as exciting. But we volunteered. We became active. We devoted ourselves to our communities as a way to create change. We used our education and our interests to create a different world around us. The importance of this occasion is not just about what you have accomplished, but rather what you're going to do with it now. The idealism that you hold will soon face the harsh realities of your family and your job. You may find yourself changing career paths, or you may continue to build on the career you have chosen. Don't be afraid to rely on the foundation you developed here at Antioch. You have gained real-world experiences that will guide your future. Learning experiences in the fields of education, environmental studies, climate adaptation and preparedness, clinical psychology and applied psychology, and sustainability. These will serve you well. But don't let the burden of your daily life overwhelm you. Don't let the cynicism of the outside world deter you. Your response, as was ours 40 and 50 years ago, should be to reach out. You can make this a better country, but only by being part of that broader conversation and connection in your communities. You're going to make the decisions that are going to decide our future, mine as well as yours. Public service takes many forms. Volunteering is vital for our future. It may be just serving on your local planning board or zoning board. It may be getting elected as a city councilor or running as a selectman. It may be serving on a board or volunteering at your local school. Your local food pantry always needs volunteers. It could even involve running for elected office. These are all honorable and important positions. When you don't like the way something is done, get involved. Don't sit on the sidelines. One of the many things that makes Keene such an interesting place and a unique place to live is that we are a community of people who are willing to step forward and organize ourselves and address problems. Most recently, groups of people with a common interest have come together to tackle the heroin crisis that most of the country is facing. They came together, held public meetings, brought the crisis to the attention of elected officials, including presidential candidates, by the way, and they demanded a response. It's now a national issue on the presidential campaign. That's what public service is really all about. Antioch has provided an excellent foundation for you to build on. The City of Keene and Antioch University, New England, entered into a memorandum of understanding for the Center for Climate Preparedness and Community Resilience in October of 2014. But both before this agreement was signed and after, there have been extensive collaborations between Antioch students and the City of Keene. You have worked as interns, you have served on city boards, you have done volunteer service. The city is very grateful and very appreciative. Just this week, a group of students rebuilt the raised gardens at the Keene Parks and Recreation Department as part of Antioch's Community Garden Connection Project. And currently, Antioch graduates, those who have passed from this ceremony, continue to serve our community in a variety of ways. We just recently had an Antioch grad step down as a member of the Keene City Council. I truly miss her. Public service is one of the most meaningful ways to be part of civic leadership. It requires passion, it requires practice, and it requires caring. As my generation grows old and passes the future to a new generation, I'd like to know that it's in good hands, that the work we did will be the legacy that you will build upon. The democracy in which we live is dependent on the volunteers who give their time and efforts to make it successful. It is not the national politicians, but rather the local individuals who will have the greatest impact, who will set the agenda for our future, and who will determine how we go forward. If you want to be inspired, if you want to make a difference, if you want a sense of satisfaction, if you want to see things happen, if you want to see change, be part of your community. Volunteer. Make that extra effort. Finally, as you leave here today and pass into a new phase of your life, I hope you'll look back on your years in Keene, things you have done, the friends you have made. They will always be part of your life. And remember that wherever you go or whatever you do, you will always be welcome here. And I hope that many of you may even decide this isn't such a bad place to settle down, to live, to work, to raise a family. You have to become part of this community. But I urge you to go out there and consider Keene as a place to make your future, but wherever you go, make public service an important part of your life. So thank you all very, very much, and congratulations.
Thank you so much, Mr. Mayor. We're almost there, folks. At this point in the commencement program, Antioch University, New England, and Antioch University has the great pleasure and privilege of conferring its highest testimonial upon an individual whose service, leadership, and generosity is characterized and holds him to the value of an honorary degree. Throughout his involvement with Antioch University, our honoree today has brought a high level of passion, commitment, and dedication to the institution and the students that we all serve. He has been duly considered by the University Leadership Council and is standing before you this morning to receive his honorary degree. Will President Jones please come to the lectern to introduce our honorary degree recipient?
Yeah, thank you again, Melinda. What an exquisite pleasure and privilege to introduce an incredibly deserving honoree, Charlton McVeigh Jr. Charlie, would you join me? His brief bio is in the program. I despise reading what is already in front of you. I won't do that. I've heard Charlie many times introduce himself as a retired, unindicted international banker. He's been chair of the Antioch University New England Board of Trustees the entire 3 years of my tenure. He's a superb board leader, by far the best I've experienced over the past 20 years working with boards at now 5 different universities. He's an absolute gentleman, a deep thinker, and a true global citizen. He exemplifies character, integrity, and devotion to mission. Judy and I have cherished getting to know Charlie, and Dee Dee, stand up. An incredible couple. And most importantly of all, I consider Charlie my mentor, my friend, and yes, even my hero. So I am truly grateful and privileged to work alongside Dr. McVeigh. And Charlie, it's not your turn yet. Jan, would you join us, please?
Well, this is an extreme honor for me. Serious. By reason of the testimony of the recommendations which we have just heard, and by the authority vested in me by the Board of Governors, I hereby confer upon you, Charlton McVeigh Jr., the degree Doctorate of the University, honoris causa, together with all of its honors, rights, and privileges. Congratulations on this auspicious occasion. Charlie.
Prepared my greetings about the vast family of alums. I had no idea until last night that I was going to be part of that group. So I'm so pleased to be part of the class of 2016. I decided as an unindicted international banker, I've decided to leave my 10 years of Panama Papers to the college. But when I heard last night of this wonderful honor, I said, do I have to move to North Dakota? Because as many of you know, we have alums in every state of this union, except North Dakota. So keep on fracking, and thank you very much.
We get to try to do this properly. everybody here has to have a part. Can everybody here say the word whereas? Whereas. And I got to really say it. Whereas? Whereas. Okay, when I do this, you're going to say whereas. Whereas. Charlie McVeigh Jr. graduated from Harvard College in 1957 and spent the next 30 years in banking, first with J.P. Morgan in New York City and London, then 2 small banks in London before being a consulting partner at Touche and Ross and Company in New York City for 2 years, prior to coming to New Hampshire, where in 1979 he served as chair of the First National Bank of Peterborough, which he merged into Granite State Bankshares, Inc., and where he held the presidency until retiring in 1989. And whereas in 1990, Charlie helped develop, finance, and build Rivermead, a continuing care community in Peterborough, where he was CEO until retiring again in 1998. And whereas since 1979, Charlie has served a number of organizations in a variety of capacities, too many to list here, but including director of the New Hampshire Land Conservation Program for 5 years, and the Society for the Protection of New Hampshire Forests for 4 years. And whereas Charlie's community engagement and board work made an equally impressive list, far too many to list here, but including years of service on the Antioch University New England AUNE Board of Visitors, and then as chair of the AUNE Board of Trustees. And whereas New Hampshire Governor John Lynch in 2006 appointed Charlie chair of the New Hampshire State Pension Board of Trustees to resolve the state's huge pension fund crisis. And whereas Charlie's love of nature is evident in his commitment and work to protect the land and forests of New Hampshire. And whereas Charlie McVeigh provided truly inspired leadership during the transition in the campus's leadership transition in 2012, I remember. The same year, he was awarded the Horace Mann Spirit of Service Citizens Award and has tirelessly championed AUNE during his service to the AUNE Board of Trustees, where he is completing his 3rd year as board chair and where he has offered his perspective from a wide range of experience. And whereas Charlie has given generously and selflessly of his time, his expertise, both national and international, wisdom and wealth. His commitment to and passion and support of AUNE are unsurpassed. And whereas he has helped position AUNE for sustained growth and future unlimited success, and the campus community considers Charlie a true friend and mentor, and an inspiration to the faculty, staff, students, alumni, and board colleagues. And whereas Charlie McVeigh has been nominated for the award of an honorary degree from Antioch University. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the Antioch University Board of Governors finds it a fitting expression of appreciation and approves wholeheartedly the awarding of the honorary university doctorate to Charlton McVeigh Jr. to be presented at the AUNE commencement ceremony today, May 14th, 2016. And here we are doing it. Congratulations.
And we now come to the conferring of degrees. This is a ceremonial conferring. This is a ceremonial conferring because there are participants who are scheduled to complete degree requirements as well as those who have already earned the degrees. We will start with the master's degrees. The chair of each academic department or their designee will present the graduating classes. Will Catherine Lounsbury, chair of the Applied Psychology Department, please join me at the lectern.
Will all the 2016 candidates for the Master of Arts and the Master of Science degree please rise? to present the individuals who have completed the master's requirements for graduation from Antioch University, New England, and are recommended for the degree Master of Arts and the degree Master of Science.
This will not be the first time you hear these words. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Governors of Antioch University and the Board of Trustees of Antioch University, New England, I confer upon you the degree Master of Arts or the degree Master of Science with all the rights, honors, and privileges pertaining thereto.
Will the marshals for the Department of Applied Psychology please bring these graduates and finishers to the stage for the presentation?
Omar Holmes.
Sarah Jastrzewski. Shantae Grasso. Lindsay Harden. Nicole Newell. For the Master of Arts in Dance Movement Therapy and Counseling, we have Caitlin Crompton. Kendall Grzybowski. Stephanie Hall. Lauren Harrison.
Jessica Stone. Jamie Thayer.
That's a hard act to follow. Master of Arts in Marriage and Family Therapy, David Scott. Ashley Galliano. Teresa Taylor. Margaret Don Diego. Sarah Yes Cannon.
Masters of Science and Applied Behavior Analysis, Ashley Breen. Mary Beth Fonda. Christine Jarvis. Sally Lever-Lear. Melinda Shaw. And for the certificate in autism spectrum disorders, Elaine Fabian. Amanda Solomon.
Will Dr. Torn Finzer, Chair of the Department of Education, please come to the lectern?
Will all 2016 candidates for the Masters of Education degree and Postmaster's Principal certification please rise? I have the honor to present the individuals who have completed the master's requirements for graduation from Antioch University, New England, and are recommended for the degree, Master of Education and Postmaster's Principal certification.
Here we go again. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Governors of Antioch University and the Board of Trustees of Antioch University, New England, I confer upon you the degree Master of Education with all the rights, honors, and privileges pertaining thereto. Well done.
Will the marshals of the Department of Education please lead the charge? Oops, it says bring these graduates and finishers to the stage for a presentation.
The Master of Education in Elementary and Early Childhood Education, Stephanie Bell.
Alicia Bartok. Angela Brennan.
DeAngelo. Julie Erickson. Allison Mazzulla. Lisa Rollo. Jacob Watrous.
For the certificate in nature-based early childhood education, Eliza Murphy. For the Master of Education in the Waldorf Teacher Education Program, Sarah Azanaro. Alana Mishtuvi. Anna Rainbow. For the Master of Education in Foundations of Education, the Experienced Educators Program, the Master of Education with an Autism Spectrum Disorders concentration, Susanna Friedman. Caitlin Gunther. For the Master of Education in Foundations of Education with a self-design concentration, Eric Dement. For the Master of Education in Foundations of Education with the Nature-Based Early Childhood Certificate, Alice Roman. And for the Master of Education in Foundations of Education with a Mindfulness for Educators concentration, Catherine Butterfield.
Will Robbie Hertnecke, Associate Professor and Chair of the Department of Management, please come to the lectern?
Will all 2016 candidates for the Master of Business Administration degree please rise? Present the individuals who have completed the master's requirements for graduation from Antioch University, New England, and are recommended for the degree Master of Business Administration.
Yeah, she switched books on me. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Governors of Antioch University and by the Board of Trustees of Antioch University, New England, I confer upon you the degree of Masters of Business Administration with all the rights, honors, and privileges pertaining thereto.
Will the Marshal for the Department of Management please bring these graduates and finishers to the stage for the presentation? Dr. Taryn Fisher, MBA Program Director in the Department of Management, will present the graduates and finishers of the Management Department.
Master of Business Administration in Sustainability, Jeffrey Braun. Elizabeth Casabona. Chad Saluzniak Service. Kathleen Gray. Joseph Horn. Selena Landry. Jessica Mosier. Gustavo Perez. Shreya Shah. Elizabeth White.
Will Michael Simpson, Chair of the Department of Environmental Studies, please come to the lectern?
This is definitely the best part of being a chair. Will all 2016 candidates for the Masters of Science degree please rise? President Jones, I have the honor to present the individuals who have completed the master's requirement for graduation from Antioch University in New England and are recommended for a degree, Masters of Science.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Governors of Antioch University and by the Board of Trustees of Antioch University, New England, I confer upon you the degree Master of Science with all the rights, honors, and privileges pertaining thereto.
Will the marshals for the Department of Environmental Studies please bring these graduates and finishers to the stage for their presentation? Dr. Elizabeth Wiley, Director of the Masters of Science programs, will present the graduates and finishers of the Department of Environmental Studies.
Master of Science in Environmental Studies, Concentration in Conservation Biology, Hillary K. Ballantyne. Jennifer Dickinson. Ariana Ferrario. Phoebe Gooding. Nicholas Walco. Kaushik Narasimhan. Elena Pusland. Kyle Rod. Miriam Thao. And Julia Welch. Master of Science in Environmental Studies, with a concentration in Environmental Education, Alexandra Sasha Reyes. Owen Corson. Rachel D'Angelo. Erica Gorgani. Andrew Graham. Joseph Horn. Jay DiGregorio. Caitlin Holden. Jack Lang. Lisa Maggio. Lunsford Rich Pryor. Daniel Kyle. Maggie Saman. Michelle Stewart. Jody Wigglesworth. Master of Science in Environmental Studies, with concentration in Science Teacher Certification in Middle Level Science and Life Sciences. Caitlin Boulet. Elizabeth Cantor. Thomas Dunbar. Master of Science in Environmental Studies with a concentration in Sustainable Development and Climate Change. Emily Dreyer. Jessica Leonard. Jake Pitt. Master of Science in Resource Management and Conservation, Susan Bickford. Tiaka Johnson. Craig Casarino. Hazel Stark. Yolanda Luge.
We have now reached the part of our program where we will award doctoral degrees for this year. In the conferral of doctoral degrees, graduates are traditionally hooded on stage. We hope you enjoy seeing our doctoral candidates receive the hoods today that are a testament to their great and incredible achievements. So will Michael Simpson, Chair of the Department of Environmental Studies, please rejoin me at the lectern.
We are so proud of you. Will all 2016 candidates for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Environmental Studies please rise? President Jones, I have the honor to present the individuals who have completed the doctoral requirements for graduation from Antioch University, New England, and are recommended for the degree Doctor of Philosophy in Environmental Studies.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Governors of Antioch University and by the Board of Trustees of Antioch University, New England, I confer upon you the degree Doctor of Philosophy in Environmental Studies, with all the rights, honors, and privileges pertaining thereto.
Will the marshals of the Department of Environmental Studies please bring these doctoral graduates to the stage for presentation and hooding? ES faculty, specifically the chairs of the committees, will be hooding the graduates.
Dr. Meredith Berg Miller. Dissertation Chair, Dr. Jim Jordan. White. Chair, Dr. Jim Jordan. Chair, Dr. Jim Jordan. Dr. Kate Giroux, Chair, Dr. Joy Ackerman. Dr. Ann Dr. Joy Ackerman. Dr. Margaret Epic. Chair, Dr. Alicia Motz. Dr. Ruth Kemish Allen. Chair, Dr. Jimmy Callan. Dr. Jason Rhodes. Chair, Dr. Jim Gruber. Dr. Carolina Sykes. Chair, Dr. Jim Gruber. Dr. Kara Cranston. Chair, Dr. Carol Sanders. Dr. Apollinaire William. Chair, Dr. Beth Coughlin.
Will Dr. Catherine Lounsbury, Chair of the Department of Applied Psychology, please come to the lectern?
Will the 2016 candidate for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Marriage and Family Therapy please rise? President Jones, I have the honor to present the individual who has completed the doctoral requirements for graduation from Antioch University, New England, and is recommended for the degree Doctor of Philosophy in Marriage and Family Therapy.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Governors of Antioch University and by the Board of Trustees of Antioch University, New England, I confer upon you the degree Doctor of Philosophy in marriage and family therapy with all the rights, honors, and privileges pertaining thereto.
Will the marshals of the Department of Applied Psychology please bring the doctoral graduate to the stage for a presentation and putting.
Dr. Bun Fong.
Dr. George Tremblay, Chair of the Department of Clinical Psychology, please come to the lectern.
Will all 2016 candidates for the degree of Doctor of Psychology in Clinical Psychology please rise? President Jones, I have the honor to present the individuals who have completed the doctoral requirements for graduation from Antioch University, New England, and are recommended for the degree Doctor of Psychology in Clinical Psychology.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Governors of Antioch University and by the Board of Trustees of Antioch University, New England, I confer upon you the degree Doctor of Psychology in Clinical Psychology, with all the rights, honors, and privileges pertaining thereto.
Will the marshals of the Department of Clinical Psychology please bring these doctoral graduates to the stage for the presentation and putting. Doctor of Psychology and Clinical Psychology, Megan Adler. Dr. Lauren Mead. Tedonio. Courtney Glover. Dr. Frederick William Green. Dr. Abimbola Gloria Afolayan. Dr. Thomas Hulslander.
Congratulations. One round of applause for everyone. The high quality of Antioch University in New England and its academic programs requires the continued dedication, talent, and scholarly engagement of all of our faculty and staff. Without this commitment, without this quest for excellence, AUNE would not be the remarkable community and institution that it is today. Faculty and staff are here today in our very woolen, warm regalia. We are dressed in our traditional academic regalia, which is symbolic of our academic achievement, and to honor all of you, our graduates. We, in turn, honor the commitment that they, our faculty, have made and the dedicated service that they so generously give to all of you and all of our students. Would the faculty and staff of Antioch University, New England please stand to accept our recognition and deep appreciation. welcome Nancy Grant, incoming chair of our Board of Trustees, to join me at the lectern to welcome our newest alumni. Nancy.
Hello, everybody. Congratulations to you and to all the people who have supported you on this journey. As an alumna of Antioch University of New England, I would like to welcome you to the Antioch Alumni Association. Now, that sounds sort of boring, doesn't it? Here's how I think of the Antioch Alumni Association, however. When I think about the feeling in the room today, I think, wow, these are my people. And that's how I think of the Antioch Alumni Association. We are your people, and we want to be your people. So we hope you'll stay connected to us. It's really important for a school to be connected to their alumni. So do the things that you can do. You know, read the newsletters that come your way, and attend alumni events, and donate to the annual fund to help students who come after you, and connect professionally with colleagues. There are hundreds of us in this room, but there are 10,000 alumni of Antioch University, New England, in this region and around the globe, except for North Dakota. And that's just our campus. As Jan Morgan said, you know, we're Antiochians, and there are 4 other graduate university campuses around the country. So there are thousands and thousands of Antioch University alumni, all wanting to make the world a better place in their own particular ways. So, congratulations again, and I hope to see you all again soon.
As we close this ceremony, I want to thank all of those in our community who made this possible. And I would like to thank all of you for being a part of this wonderful celebration this morning. We've celebrated our leaders, our students, our graduates, and our faculty. I wish at this moment to thank and acknowledge the very dedicated staff members who have volunteered to make the celebration possible. I specifically want to acknowledge my dear friend and colleague Pat Hitchner, who I hope is somewhere in this room. Pat leads this all, and I mean all of it, and we could not make this happen without Pat and all of the individuals who have volunteered their time this morning to be here and make this such a wonderful event. We could not pull this off without you. Thank you, and please, if you could stand for our appreciation, if you're not already, or come into the room if you are standing, Kathy and Marin. Just come out here. Good, Pat was here. That's good. Thank you, Pat. Love you so much. She put up with me this morning. This is good. And there are dozens more out in the parking lot, probably being in deep negotiation with the Keene Police. Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Thank you. Congratulations to the Antioch University New England class of 2016, each and every one of you. My deepest congratulations to you. Today's event, what it symbolizes and inspires to energize all of us. It is also a reminder that important work that we all share going forward, to perpetuate a tradition of transformational education that began over 53 years ago and that continues every day on our fabulous campus here in Keene. An education that prepares our students to be powerful change agents through the modeling of our faculty and staff, for meaningful participation in a society that needs now, more than ever, your ability to bring difference, to help lead us forward, to help sustain us, to help build bridges that lead us into wellness, social justice, economic justice, and environmental justice to make a better world. Our faculty and staff applauded our soon-to-be graduates as you came in. We now ask that you await our departure so that we can line the hallway and applaud you as our newest, most honored alumni. Congratulations to each and every one of you. I'd like to invite all of you, after the stage party leaves the stage and lines the hallway and hoot and holler as you go out, I'd like to invite all of you and your family and all of my colleagues who stand behind me, who sit behind me, I'm sorry, to join us for a gathering in the cafeteria. To assist us in the recessional, we ask that all the audience members remain in your seats, please, until the stage party and all of the graduates have left the room. And then please join us for the reception down in the cafeteria. Again, thank you all so much for such a wonderful experience working with you, and good luck.
Thank you.